I got a great story about Al. You see, in 1971, I was a young seneschal, and so I decided I would write to all the kingdom seneschals to figure out what it was to be a seneschal. So I wrote to the four kingdom seneschals at the time, and one of them, of course, was Elliot Shorter, Master L of the Two Knives. And I thought, oh, this is great, okay? Wonderful. And he wrote back, and he even called me on the phone. And, you know, he was a nice boy, lived in the Bronx, gave me some great words of advice. 15 years later, I moved to the East, and I said, I want to meet this nice Jewish boy, Elliot Shorter. So they introduced me to L of the Two Knives, who was a 6'4" black man. And I looked and went, and he looked at me and went, yeah, you were expecting someone shorter, weren't you? Because, of course, and it hadn't dawned on me that, I mean, we were both involved in science fiction. We just never crossed paths, you know, in modern clothes, as they say, to make any of those kind of connections. Again, he was one of the movers and shakers of the East in the very early years, back when it was a much smaller place and you had to travel. Of course, the idea of traveling from Boston to Philadelphia for a day event, yeah, it was tough, but people did it, just like in the West, where you would travel 3 to 4 hours for a day event. And between him and some others, I think the East would not be flourishing if it was not for this old cadre of folks.